I think I'm about to lose my entire family because I won't forgive my sister who's pregnant with my soon-to-be ex-husband's baby. Up until about 6 months ago, I thought I was living the dream. I was super close with my family. My relationship with my husband was great. We had just decided that we were going to start trying to have our first baby. I thought I was living the dream until it all came crashing down. Because one day on some random Tuesday, my little sister comes to me absolutely sobbing, telling me that she is pregnant. Now, she was not dating anyone. I didn't even know she was seeing anyone at all. So obviously, one of my first questions was, who's the father? And she told me that it was just some random guy who wanted absolutely nothing to do with the baby. So I told her she was going to be able to do this. It was going to be fine. And I was going to be there for her to support her. Now, my little sister was my best friend in the world. We were so close. She was the maid of honor in my wedding. So immediately after I find out this news, I go home to my husband. I tell him what's going on. And I say that obviously we need to be there for her and support her during this pregnancy. And after she has the baby, we need to be there in any way we can. And he was not as supportive as I assumed he was going to be. He told me that it was a family matter and that he didn't want to get involved in it. What do you mean? You are part of the family. You married me, so you became part of my family. And after that, my sister's pregnancy just started creating this unspoken tension in our relationship, which was so odd because my husband had always been the most supportive guy in the world. So I never would have expected this from him, and I was so confused. But where everything starts to go really, really wrong is the day of my little sister's baby shower. I was helping plan it, so I had a million different things going on. So I asked my husband if he could go and drop some stuff off at my sister's best friend's house, who was hosting the entire baby shower. And he was like, I don't really want to. And I responded with, well, I don't really care because you're not busy and I need your help and I'm your wife. So now I'm telling you, you are going to go and you're going to drop off this stuff for me because I need your help. And he was complaining, grunting, groaning, but he eventually agreed. So eventually I make my way to my little sister's friend's house where the baby shower is being thrown. And I get inside and I ask them where my little sister is. And they're all looking at me super weird. They're looking at each other super weird. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, can somebody tell me where my little sister is? They're not telling me. And that's when I hear my little sister crying in another room. And I would know my little sisters cry anywhere because I spent years comforting her. So I immediately make my way to the bedroom where I hear her crying from. And I'm panicking when I open the bedroom door to find my little sister because I think that she's just really upset that all of this has just been really hard on her emotionally. But I open the door and I see my little sister and my husband both crying. And my husband's hands are on my little sister's belly. Now, I did not actually think that anything weird was going on first. I just thought that, he was comforting her. But when they both look at me and I see the guilty and shocked looks on their face, I immediately just knew something was wrong. So we're just all staring at each other in absolute shock. I still don't totally know what's going on until finally my husband says, listen, I'm so sorry. This wasn't supposed to happen. We didn't want you to find out like this. I said, find out what? Find out what? Are you two having an affair? I'm so confused. And that's when my little sister just starts crying harder and harder. And she just says, he's the father. He's the father. So understandably, I freak out. I'm like, what are you talking about? And that's when my husband starts telling me the truth for once. And he said that they had been having an affair for about 8 months until he decided to end it. He really emphasized that he decided to end it because he wanted to really focus on his marriage with me and starting our family. What a great guy, right? And about a week after he ended things, my little sister found out that she was pregnant, and he told her that he wanted absolutely nothing to do with her or the baby, and that's why he had been acting so weird. My sister just keeps saying over and over again that it was an accident, this wasn't supposed to happen. Like what? The 8-month affair with my husband was an accident or the baby was an accident? I'm assuming that you mean the pregnancy because there's no way that you didn't mean to have an affair for 8 months. At some point, I don't even want to hear their explanations anymore. I just storm out. I go home. I pack my stuff up. I go and stay with one of my best friends. And I file for divorce the next day for my husband because I was never going to be able to forgive that man. There was no coming back from this. I have not spoken to my little sister since the day of her baby shower because I get that she's family. I get that we were so close, but I don't want her as part of my life anymore. But for months, everybody in my family has been pressuring me to forgive my little sister. They are just telling me that she's young, she makes mistakes, and that she's already being punished enough because my now ex-husband has decided he wants nothing to do with her, the baby. So, she's already going through this alone. I need to be there for her. No, I don't. But recently, my family has made it clear to me that our family is a joint unit. So I can either be a part of that unit or I can just do my own thing and won't be a part of the family anymore. So basically, I either need to forgive my sister and move on and be there and support her, or my family is just gonna have nothing to do with me. Like, I was the one in the wrong. But I'm not gonna let myself get bullied into forgiving something that is unforgivable to me. My parents want the entire family to have a big joint meeting, including my ex-husband. So let me know if you think I should go to that. And if I do, let me know if you wanna hear how it goes.